And I remember when I was reading about the Buddha, there were also a lot of stories about quite dramatic miracles that he did, and um, when
When you were reading what?
about the Buddha,
Uh-huh.
um, he was able to do miracles and these things. And I also heard the reason I'm associating it is because I know many monks and saints and people of different religions, particularly thinking of Jesus doing miracles or hearing about certain people experiencing miracles or doing miracles. And there's like an association with the peaceful, still mind and these things happening and spiritual life and spiritual people and such. And I just wanted to hear your thoughts or opinions, if you've been exposed to texts about the Buddha, spiritual teachings.
Um, um, honey, I haven't, and I'm not a reader other than my own head, but I'm a miracle, I can tell you that. I was in the kitchen and now I'm here. I mean, that's amazing. And what I mean by that is if I think it's like that's going on for all of us, and we take it for granted. So the ego is not an enemy. You know, it is it gives us the illusion of time and space and place and identities. And that's some kind of miracle that we would believe in a past or future, you know, believe ourselves in what we would, oh, you know, I feel like I'm on a rant now, but there's nothing that is not a miracle. You know, you are imagining you right now, and that's not even something you're trying to do, but you probably believe you're sitting there.
Yep. Yeah, I am experiencing that belief.
Some
That's
kind of
true.
a miracle that's some kind of miracle. You know, without a past in your head, without a future in your head, have you ever existed? I mean, just the fact that you're, you know, here to play. And that if you're ever suffering, I love that you know that the work is always free on thework.com or byronkatie.com. It's the same website. And what did the Buddha say, or that would be unlike yourself?
Um, well, I'm aware of these stories about certain people, like the Buddha, for example, being able to move at superhuman speed.
Oh gosh, that's what I did from the kitchen to here.
Ah.
I'm the Buddha. No more than you are.
um, or yeah, like Jesus curing the blind man by putting dirt on
Oh
his
my
eye.
gosh, we did that yesterday or the day before. What was it, you guys? Monday or Tuesday? Yeah. So close your eyes. Okay. And imagine you biting into an apple. You see that?
Mhm.
Okay. So your eyes are closed and you still see.
Mhm.
I think the Buddha was onto something.
So you take a lot of the stories as almost metaphorical
I
for.
think I'm not aware of the stories. You could give me one, but the on listening to you, it's like the Buddha didn't say anything that you're not already aware of, but what you're thinking and believing, you know, maybe could use a little inquiry if it's that kind of freedom. you're looking for, and that'll take you beyond the Buddha. The Buddha would, if you said, "Are you the Buddha?" The Buddha would probably, "Are you crazy?"
It's a bit like the no spoon in the Matrix. I don't know if you've seen that scene where to bend the spoon, you have to realize there is no spoon.
I just thought, Ben, anyone that would watch a spoon bend in actual, what we see as time, actually bend, would be in the illusion of time. Like from here to here is time.
Yeah.
The illusion of time. But that's on you. Some of us, I don't know. I leave that one with. What else did the Buddha say? What? Or
There's a recent saint, an Eastern Orthodox monk from Mount Athos, and someone challenged him to cause a rock to explode, and he blessed the rock and it exploded. And I've seen a first-hand testimony of a man saying that he witnessed this, and that's pretty impressive.
yeah,
So
yeah. He could be telling the truth. Like there's this great big rock, and he watched it over time, over decades and decades and decades, and the rock went through all kinds of experiences, and somehow, let's just cut to the chase and say it got blown up or something, and the person telling this story was awake to the illusion of time and just saw the rock and it was gone.
yeah, I think it was on a single day that happened, or right in front of them.
And what's a day? And sweetheart, I'm just having fun with in the illusion of time, and I love rocks, and they don't have to live for me. They don't even have to be that form. They're like the mind. It comes, it goes, like bodies. They come, they go. They seem to. I love these stories about the Buddha. I think that they're like Stephen, my husband, is practicing Buddhism for years, and and then we did a book. I think it was 1,000 Names. I'm not sure, but one of them he would take like a supposed quote from the Buddha from the text, and asked me about it, and I would just kind of respond in a way that hopefully wakes people up to, there's Buddha is a state of mind. It's not person or object. It's a state of mind, and not just potential, but what we already have. But the ego is taking up all the space. All the I am, you are, I want, I need. It's the illusion of I. I think the all these wise teachers are such a blessing. They point to who and what you are, to what you already understand. Now, the ego doesn't really want a big part of it other than to be the Buddha, which. But